Coming up today on this sports edition of eNEWS, we'll take a look at the recent Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Championships hosted by Lethbridge College. We'll dive a little deeper into the players and a new Indigenous logo unveiled by the host team.
Welcome to eNEWS. I'm Janine DeRoca.
And I'm Brett Brown. Here are today's top stories. Lethbridge College has been busy recruiting for volleyball. Mark Solomon is standing by.
The Lethbridge College volleyball recruiting team places a lot of emphasis on qualities beyond raw talent when scouting prospective players across southern Alberta. I got a glimpse into their strategies.
Dedication to training, effective communication skills, and the ability to collaborate with coaches and teammates are qualities of a good team player. Leading the women's volleyball program at Lethbridge College, head coach Anna Swark unveiled insights into team's recruitment strategy.
It's not so much, are they a good volleyball player, are they going to score points, but will they train hard? Can we communicate? Do I have what it takes to coach you, and do you have what it takes to take my feedback and me take yours? And are we going to be able to kind of communicate and grow together?
Taryn Back, a standout volleyball player from Chinook High School, has been recruited by the Lethbridge College Kodiak's volleyball team. Back's recruitment comes after a successful high school career and amidst the challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Mine was kind of difficult because mine was COVID year. So there was honestly like nobody allowed in the gyms, and we kind of had our social distance chat. They've been watching me since high school.
Coach Anna witnessed her transition to a serious athlete in her grade 12 year, setting her role as a source of leadership and positivity within the team.
First saw Taryn, she's a local girl, she came to camp, so we kind of saw her then, and she was always kind of just a goofy little kid. She was so serious. Like she almost looked like she wasn't having fun. And so there was a little bit of a moment where we were kind of like, oh, I don't know if we take her or not. She's a great athlete. She's the best setter in Lethbridge right now. I'm so thankful that we did take her because she's really someone who can be a testament to just putting in the work.
Similarly, Greg Gibbons, head coach of the men's volleyball team, emphasized the significance of summer camps.
It's a really nice way to involve our community and really showcase not only what Lethbridge College athletics have, but what Lethbridge College in general has, because there's so much to this institution that is outside athletics as well.
Recruitment is another key aspect of summer camps, with coaches like Greg Gibbons using the opportunity to scout potential talent and build relationships with prospective recruits.
Go try, right? Like never be afraid to try something out. Maybe coming to a camp here at Lethbridge College is uncomfortable to start, but I promise it'll make you a better volleyball player.
As the volleyball program in Lethbridge College continues to grow and evolve, recruitment process and summer camps remain integral in shaping the team's future. For eNEWS, Mark Soleman. All camps include safety protocols in line of Government of Alberta public health measures. Back to you, Brett.
Thanks, Mark. A full list of camps is available at lethbridgecollege.ca/summercamps.
In a remarkable display of excellent academic performance and incredible talent, Shane Fowley has been able to bring a balance to both. Sarah Finanga has more.
Meet Shane Foley, a student defying the norm as she effortlessly balances her studies both at the university and the college while serving as a standout volleyball player. Lethbridge College student Shane Foley, who is currently majoring in psychology and sociology, says organization is the key to successful multitasking.
A planner. I'm a very visual person, so I have a planner and a calendar, lay everything out for what I'm going to do for the day and just organizing everything ahead of time so I'm done what I need to do for school before I go to practice at the end of the day.
Foley's days are filled with back-to-back tasks, including training sessions on top. Despite a handful number of activities, Foley's contribution to the volleyball team is undeniable. Kodiak's women volleyball player Hadil Fashower says Foley brings a positive energy to the team.
She's a very strong middle. If you set her up and get that ball to her, she will crush that ball down. She does a very good job at talking to the team and giving us goals as well. She's the one who will come in before our games and give us a a positive talk, what she thinks we should do for the game.
As challenging as multitasking life can get, Foley emphasizes on always staying positive and keeping the volleyball spirit alive. She believes individuals can overcome obstacles, stay motivated, and ultimately thrive in both the academic and athletic endeavors.
I would say just work hard and put yourself out there. We have open tryouts always at the beginning of every fall semester, so don't be shy and come out and try out for the team because it's really a great program.
Shane's life is a true statement of dedication and balance. Her story is an inspiration to all those who want to excel in both academics and passion pursuits. Sarah Finanga, eNEWS.
For more information about athletes registration, please visit the website gokodiaks.ca.
Lethbridge College has a program to help athletes meet the expenses of playing for a college team throughout the year. With every year, costs change, and this gives athletes opportunities they wouldn't get otherwise. Angie Weeb has the story.
The Adopt a Kodiak program at Lethbridge College helps athletes and teams get everything they need for the season. Family members, community members, and local businesses help support an individual athlete with their costs. The money donated helps fund skill development, equipment, and traveling costs. Adina Wickstrom, a player on the women's volleyball team, says all the businesses she has reached out to have been happy to help.
It's just nice having local businesses that can support local sports.
Adopting a Kodiak doesn't just help out the player and their team, it also gives back to the fans. Donations of $500 give sponsors 2 season passes, and donations of $1,000 give 4 season passes. Holly Owens, the administration assistant of athletics at the college, says it provides an advantage for the players.
It benefits that student athlete by having friends and family in the crowd.
Wickstrom says with the Adopt a Kodiak program, some of her favorite memories have been from the trip to Winnipeg their team does at the beginning of every season.
We get to bond really well as a team and just play a lot of youth sport teams, so teams that are usually typically better than us, but we always show up to the occasion and get to play fierce competition and actually do pretty good.
Each individual athlete does the Adopt a Kodiak program at the beginning of every year. Whether it's basketball, volleyball, soccer, track, or cross country, each team has expenses that need to be paid. The team's coach set the amount to meet the team's needs throughout the rest of the year. Angie Weeb, eNEWS.
As the end of the school year approaches, teams are wrapping up their sports, but they'll be back again next fall with Adopt a Kodiak programs for new and returning athletes.
Lethbridge College is committed to truth and reconciliation. One of the ways they have shown is by unveiling a new Indigenous logo for their sports teams. Alex Note has the story.
As fans cheer on their favorite team in the Val Mattioti Gymnasium at Lethbridge College, they may notice Indigenous artwork on both the court floor and on the Kodiaks jerseys. This is one of the ways Lethbridge College has shown their commitment to truth and reconciliation. Indigenous Student Support and Event Coordinator Marnie Hope says that having the bear as their mascot was a perfect way for Lethbridge College to tie in the Blackfoot culture.
You know, we have our bear as our mascot. It's a Kodiak bear. You know, and for the Blackfoot people, being again on Blackfoot territory, the bear is very significant to who we are as Blackfoot people.
Indigenous Service got multimedia student Raven Tailfeathers involved in the designing process. Tailfeather says that she was inspired by the traditional beadwork and wanted to recreate that for the jerseys.
They wanted it to be very simple, and I kept it as simple as I could, but I obviously wanted to make it complex. I wanted to make it look like more traditional beadwork and such.
Each of the symbols on the logo has a deeper meaning. The arrow on the bear points to 2 dots representing the kidneys, which is where your adrenaline comes from. Hope says that even though the symbols are from Indigenous culture, they are relevant to the athletes wearing them.
In sports, obviously, you know, when you're, using your body, moving your body, you have to rely on all parts to be in balance and moving with you.
Hope and Tailfeathers encourage fans watching the ACAC Championships to take a moment to reflect on the Indigenous culture that is represented in the logos. For eNEWS, I'm Alex Node.
For more information on Kodiak jerseys, fans can visit gokodiaks.ca/iGowania.
AI is affecting our everyday life, and soon we will be able to use the technology to create videos from text. Wingley Ching talks about our trending hashtag, Sora.
Hello everyone, I'm Wingley Chen. This week trending hashtag is Sora. OpenAI recently unveiled Sora, an AI model that is like ChatGPT with text, can generate stunning scenes based on your descriptions. Imagine crafting complex scenes with multiple characters, specific movement, and detailed backgrounds. Sora's powerful language comprehension allows us to understand your prompts accurately. It can even generate multiple shots within a video, maintaining consistent character appearances. But Sora isn't perfect. It can struggle with complex physics simulation. Here's an example showing Sora struggles to model the chair as a firm object. Currently, OpenAI is working with red teamers to ensure Sora's security and stability before releasing it to the public. The potential impact on movie industry and video creator is truly exciting. This is your weekly trending hashtag. See you next time.
Coming up, we'll take a look at how student athletes deal with their mental health. But first, we'll take a look at the top 5 coping strategies for students to get through their studies. Hi, I'm Brett, and as the stress builds towards the end of the school year, here's my top 5 coping tips for Lethbridge College students. My first suggestion is organize. It may sound simple, but just making a list of things you need to get done will help you feel like you're more prepared. My number 4 tip is sleep. Rest is essential for good mental performance, and getting enough sleep will give you the energy you need to get things done on time. In at number 3 is exercise. That's right, physical exercise is a great way to reduce stress. Plus, you'll feel healthier and more energetic. The number 2 coping skill is spending time with friends. No matter how busy you are, a little recreation time with your best buds is essential to good mental health. And finally, if you're really struggling with school stress, don't be afraid to get some help. Talk to a friend, your instructors, or reach out to wellness services. There is support available. That's my top 5 list. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to eNEWS. The Codex Women's Volleyball team has gone through many competitive games this season. From the pressures of competition to the rigorous demands of academics, mental health could be a prevalent issue for college athletes. Laura Castro has the story.
As the world of college athletics continues to captivate audiences with its feats of strength and skill, there's a silent struggle happening behind the scenes. Member of the Kodiak's women's volleyball team, Taryn Back, says the balance of academics and a collegiate sport comes with many hardships and expectations. She says the stigma around mental health college sports needs to be addressed.
We do so much school, so much volleyball, so much practice that there's really no time to really work on yourself. So at most times we're feeling our lowest lows, but we're feeling them together, so it makes it a little bit easier.
From counseling services to wellness workshops, these initiatives aim to provide athletes with the tools they need to thrive both on and off the court. Health Promotion Coordinator of Wellness Services, Lori Harasum, says it is important to open the conversation about mental health in sports. She says creating a trustworthy outlet for athletes struggling with mental health is essential to helping these players.
So I think number one, just again, having open and frank conversations about mental health on a regular basis, like maybe even every practice, having a different theme of something to talk about, whether it's self-care or stress management, or what resources exist on campus or off campus.
Back says she and her teammates always support each other through their troubles. She says the unity in her team makes all the difference.
I really look to my teammates, I guess. They kind of become like some of your best friends over the course of 6 months. So you just get really comfortable with them, being able to tell them exactly like what you're struggling with and how you're feeling practice days and game days.
As the conversation around mental health in college sports evolves, the Kodiaks always ensure to support the mental well-being of their athletes. Laura Castro, eNEWS.
As the stakes rise, so does the pressure on our college athletes. Wellness Services is available for free counseling appointments for all the students.
For athletes, top performance often depends on what happens before they even step foot on the court. I recently took a look at how athletic therapy plays a crucial role in performance. Top-level athletics can take its toll on the bodies of student athletes. Often the difference between a good performance and a great one comes down to how they feel. Athletic therapy helps athletes recover from injury and deal with the pains and strains of top-level competition. Thanks to a partnership with Rebound Health Center, athletes at Lethbridge College are fortunate to have access to athletic therapy right on campus. Head athletic therapist Carolyn Glavosevich says the college is able to offer a state-of-the-art therapy clinic right where the athletes train and go to school.
It makes it so much easier for all the athletes to have this clinic on campus. There's many schools where they have to travel out to different physio clinics, doctor clinics.
Adina Wickstrom is one of the veterans on the Kodiak's women's volleyball team. She works with Glavosevich on a weekly basis to address a number of issues, including neck, wrist, and knee pain. Wickstrom says this therapy helps her stay at the top of her game.
We all get very sore. We train hard. We have 4 practices a week and then 4 workout sessions a week and 2 games a week. So it's really hard on an athlete's body, and making sure you're doing active recovery, especially with Carolyn, does really help performance.
Glavosevich says she definitely feels like she is part of each of the teams she works with. More importantly, she says Kodiak's athletics is like a big family where everyone is included. And through her work, Glavosevich says she forms close personal relationships with many of the players.
You get to know these athletes very well throughout the years, and you definitely form good relationships with them, and it's nice to see them grow as people too and work through all their bumps and bruises and injuries over the years.
The athletic therapy team will be busy during the ACAC Championship, helping the host Kodiaks as well as some of the other teams. For eNEWS, I'm Brett Brown. Not every team participating at the ACAC Championships travels with an athletic therapist or even a student trainer. As a result, the Kodiak's athletic therapy team was on to help when there were problems.
The ACAC Championship is one of the biggest events Lethbridge College holds, and they couldn't do it without the help of the sponsors. Alpine Drywall and the Kodiak Athletic Association played a big role in the tournament. Kira Ashlos has more.
The Kodiak Athletic Association helps fund all kinds of sporting events. President of the association, Jean Schnarr, says that they are very proud to be able to do so.
It's always important to sponsor any event that athletics is actually hosting. And so we're very proud to be able to sponsor it. Each year we meet with the athletic director to discuss which events they're having that year and where possibly we could assist them.
Sponsoring a major sporting event is not only helpful for the host of the event, but can help bring attention to a business. One of the owners of Alpine Drywall, Joe Schwartz, says he sponsors because of his daughter.
As I said, it all started with my daughter playing and now coaching, and we just continued through the whole time, and yeah, I think we'll continue to do so.
With ACACs coming up, Schnarr says one of the bigger events they also helped fund this year was the Kodiak Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to the Kodiak's Hall of Fame class of 2024.
That we've hosted this ACAC Nationals, but also we actually had our Hall of Fame. So this year we inducted 5 new honorees, and so we host that evening and induct those individuals and teams into our Hall of Fame.
With the help from sponsors and funding, Lethbridge College is able to host big events and will be able to continue to do so in the future. Kira Astalos, eNEWS.
If you would like to help fund or be a sponsor for a sporting event, find out more at kodiaksathletics.ca.
In the fast-paced world of sports, winning isn't the only focus. Social media fosters connectivity and raises awareness, not only for the sport itself, but also the community. Sydney Duran has a story.
With every pass, every point, and pure determination, Kodiak Athletics continues to push through to the championships that matter most, the ACACs. Sports Information and Communication Coordinator Lexi Barclay serves as the primary contact for all Kodiak Athletics social media.
I'm the main access point for all things media, so that's written
photography, videography, and I do our website. I do all updates on social for all of our home sporting events, away events too.
Barclay says the Kodiak social media is unmatched to any in the league. Lethbridge College's senior writer and editor, Lisa Kozlewski, has observed Kodiak social media and has seen the impact on not just the players, but society itself.
The community really benefits from our social media as well, because they get to, maybe they couldn't be at a game, but they want to still be hearing how the outcome was or what happened, and they can go and get those stories there.
Kozlewski has become a Kodiak's fanatic over the years. This year, Barclay decided to go a different route with social media.
So each sporting team has their own personal Instagram account. So they'll also get results posted on their account, as well as just like any culture building posts they want to do.
If you are unable to be at the ACACs, follow along on their Instagram page, LC_Kodiaks, for all updates. For eNEWS, I'm Sydney Duran.
Check out gokodiaks.ca for all your sports updates. Coming up, we'll take a look at some of the changes to the Kodiak's League of Legends esports team. But first, we'll take a fun look at the top 5 shoes on the market.
Hello, my name is Kira, and today I'm going to talk to you about my personal favorite top 5 shoes. My number 5 would have to be the classic all-white Nike Air Forces. I know this shoe is basic and you can buy a lot of different white shoes, but they're just a classic, and at the end of the day, you can't go wrong with them. My 4th favorite shoe is the Doc Martens. Now this shoe everyone should have. Not only does it go with everything, they're so durable. They do take forever to break in, but once you do, they're great. My 3rd favorite shoe are Birkenstocks. These shoes are great for the summer and they imprint to your feet. I like to wear them because you can wear socks and sandals with them, and who doesn't love socks and sandals? My 2nd favorite shoe is a Nike Blazer. This shoe is very comfortable and it's just a practical shoe to have, and it looks really good with a nice sporty outfit. My 1st is the classic Converse. Now these shoes go with everything. You can get them in a high top, a low top, and at the end of the day, who doesn't want that? Best of both worlds. So that was my top 5 favorite shoe. Check them out online or in store and see if you like them as much as I do.
Welcome back to eNEWS. The Lethbridge College Kodiak's League of Legends esports team is undergoing significant change this season. Our reporter Justin Sibbett sat down with the new esports head coach, Nate Johnson, to discuss the challenges facing the team during the rebuilding season.
Hello and welcome to another Kodiak Report. I'm Justin Sibbett and I'm joined by League of Legends Kodiak's esports team coach, Nate Johnson. Thank you for joining me.
Happy to be here.
So the esports team, you're in your 2nd year, 1st year as a head coach. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So last year I was actually co-captain of the team. It was an absolute pleasure to be on the inaugural Kodiak's team for the League of Legends. I never thought I'd end up being the coach, but here we are today, and so far it's been going really good.
Now, you told me that the season is just going to be beginning here right away. So what's the prep work? You guys were in the playoffs last year, and how are you going to rekindle that flame?
Yeah, for sure. So we've definitely had to do a little bit of restructuring. We only, unfortunately, last year was most of our student athletes. It was their final year of study, so we only had one guy carry over from this last year. So we kind of had to completely rebuild our team here. But it led to a lot of really great opportunities. We were able to go from a roster of 7, we're now at a roster of 12, which for those that don't know, League of Legends is a 5v5 game. So having a team of 7 means 2 guys are off on the side, not really do anything. They work on their own stuff on their own time, and with a roster of 12, that gives me 2 teams that I can kind of pit against each other, as well as 2 individuals that I can work with closely individually to help improve their skills.
Well, Nate, thank you so much. I'm very excited to see where the esports team can go here at Lethbridge College. That's it for the Kodiak Report. I'm Justin Sibbett. Back to you in the studio.
Gamers interested in joining any of the 3 Kodiak's esports teams are encouraged to try out next season.
Last week in sports has been very eventful, from brutal fights to upcoming events. Riley Grossberry Venture Boy talks about his top hashtags in sports from the past week.
Hi, I'm Riley Grossberry Venture Boy. Here are my top hashtags in sports from this past week. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Very interesting matchup. July 20th The fight will take place at Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium. A lot of mixed emotions follow this matchup, especially towards Jake Paul. Also in the boxing world, former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou fought Anthony Joshua, where AJ knocked out Francis in the second round with a ferocious right hook to the head. We have Sean O'Malley versus Chito Vera, where O'Malley is putting his belt on the line for a rematch against Chito. O'Malley will come out on top with the win against Chito by a unanimous decision, crowning him bantamweight champion of the world. We have Matt Rempe from Alberta, Canada, drafted to the New York Rangers. If you haven't heard by now, he's a tank on the ice, fighting his way through the people and making a name for himself as being a goon. Those are my top hashtags. Thanks for watching.
The Lethbridge College Kodiak's women's volleyball team had a busy season and are now hosting the ACAC Championship. Sadly, the team now wishes the best of luck to the 3 veteran players retiring from the team. Nakota Thunderchip has the story.
The Kodiaks had a season of hits and blocks while also gearing up to give their best efforts as they host the 2023-2024 ACAC Women's Volleyball Championship, while 3 senior athletes are set to retire at the end of the season: Abby Sauter, Shane Falley, and Erica Woods. We were able to catch up with Shane Falley to talk about her time with the team and what some of her favorite memories were with the club.
My favorite memory is also our provincial achievement last year, finishing 4th in the province. I think it was a huge building block for the program, and it was just something I'll never forget experiencing with my teammates.
With all athletes having busy schedules, fellow teammate and senior athlete Erica Woods speaks on how her time with the team shaped her life.
It's impacted me in a lot of ways. Obviously, I've been playing volleyball since I was like 9 or 10, maybe even 11 years old, every single day, and I think it really impacted me growing into the woman that I am today, but also impacted my time management, organizational skills, and how to interact with new people every day because I keep meeting new teammates.
As these Kodiaks take the next step in the next chapter of their lives, the Kodiaks athletic program wishes them the best of luck. This has been Nakota Thunderchief, eNEWS.
To find out more information of the Kodiaks, visit gokodiaks.ca.
This past February, Lethbridge College hosted the 2024 Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Championships. This left a lasting impact on both the gold medal winners and the host school. Justin Sibbett reports.
Emotion filled the Valmatiotti Gymnasium as the Lakeland Rustlers claimed gold following their victory over the Ambrose Lions. The ACAC Championship weekend was hosted by Lethbridge College. It was filled to the brim with volleyball action and roaring fans from across Western Canada. Head coach of the Lakeland Rustlers, Austin Dyer, says he was impressed with the venue in which his team won gold.
The institution did a great job hosting the event and making us feel welcome and accommodating, and so yeah, it was a great championship.
Dyer says the size and style of the Valmatiotti Gymnasium at Lethbridge College played a big role in the success of the weekend. Meanwhile, Lethbridge College Dean of Student Affairs, Nancy Russell, says an event such as this tournament is crucial in fostering a community at the college.
We talk about belonging and connection. And I think those kinds of events offer an opportunity for students to have a sense of belonging and to connect to the college.
Russell says this tournament saw high ticket sales surpassing initial expectations. She also says there was a boost to the local economy. Visiting players, staff, and fans from the other competing schools stayed in local hotels and ate at local restaurants. Meanwhile, Dyer says his team still has a long journey ahead as they aim for more hardware.
You know, we'll take a couple days to celebrate this and rest and recover, and then middle of next week, it'll be preparation time to get ready for the national championship.
This victory meant the Rustlers repeated as ACAC champions. They will also be defending their Canadian Collegiate Athletic Association championship at the national level. Even so, this was but a small sample of the glory afforded to Lakeland College this season. A total of 9 teams from its institution were competing in ACAC playoff action. For eNEWS, I'm Justin Sibbett.
Lakeland College went on to win the CCAA National Championship in Red Deer last weekend.
That's all the time we have for eNews. I'm Janine Daraca.
And I'm Brett Brown. We'll see you next time.